82%. Man, this one pisses me off. 82%. That's the percentage of managers that are considered ineffective by their own direct reports. According to Gallup research on management quality, 82%, 4 out of every 5 managers in your organization, statistically speaking, are failing the people that they're supposed to be leading. And the system keeps promoting them. Here's why. Hello, my name is Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, author of The Unfair Advantage and Stagnation Assassin, both available on Amazon. Today's stat, 82% of managers are considered ineffective by their direct reports. Here's the promotion logic that creates them and how to break the cycle before it breaks your organization. What does this number actually mean? Gallup's research on management quality, published across multiple State of the American Manager reports, identifies that only about 1 in 10 people possess the natural talent required to manage others effectively. About 2 in 10 more can be developed into competent managers with the right training and support structure, which means the majority of management roles are occupied by people who should not be managing other people. And I'm sure you could think of some names right now. Here's the real insight. This is not a talent shortage. It's a selection error repeated at industrial scale every year in virtually every company. The Peter principle, the theory that people rise to the level of incompetence, isn't a cynical joke. It's a description of a real and predictable organizational dysfunction rooted in how promotion decisions are actually made. The buried context in the research, the dominant criteria for promotion into management roles across most industries is individual performance. You were the best salesman. You were the best engineer. You were the most productive analyst. So we made you a manager. But individual performance is almost entirely uncorrelated with management capability. The skills are orthogonal, and organizations continue to conflate them at a cost that is catastrophic and measurable. Here's the conventional crime. The conventional response is to identify high potential individuals through a talent review process and then invest in their development. The problem is that the identification criteria are still backward looking, focused on past individual performance rather than forward looking, focused on management capability indicators. Then they add a leadership development program, 2 days of training, a competency framework, maybe a mentor, and the newly minted manager returns to their team with the same natural wiring that they had before the training, now responsible for the people that they were never equipped to lead in the first place. The Stagnation Assassin response here, the 80-20 matrix applied to management selection, is unambiguous. If only 10% of people naturally possess management talent, then the selection process needs to identify that 10% before the promotion. That's pretty simple. We don't need to diagnose the other 90% after the damage is done. That's a waste of time and money. Here's the operational move. Separate the management track from the individual contributor track explicitly. Build a parallel technical excellence ladder that rewards and retains their best individual performers without requiring them to manage people. This single structural change eliminates the Peter principle as a systemic risk. Then, for management roles, add a behavioral pre-assessment before the promotion decision. The assessment doesn't have to be complex, but it has to measure the right things: empathy, accountability, orientation, the ability to develop others, or at least judge others, not past performance. Future management capability, the companies that have made this shift show management effectiveness rates go up 60 to 70% versus the industry average of 18%. The math is not subtle, it's dramatic. Here's the one-line verdict. You didn't promote a bad manager. You promoted an excellent individual contributor into a role that requires an entirely different human being than the one you promoted. For more stagnation killing frameworks, grab the Unfair Advantage on Amazon, grab the Stagnation Assassin on Amazon. Visit toddhagopian.com for the largest stagnation database in the world. And remember, continue to declare war on stagnation every single day in your business and every single week here with us.